And so one time I remember in my room, I punched my door in half, like literally just punched it over and over to the point it was just like in half.
Ben's bedroom before and maybe even now has a lot of posters.
Oh my God, dude, I fixed all that.
Ben has posters on his wall, not because he likes certain rock bands.
It's because I do a lot of home design, as you can say, you know? But
Ben is constantly redesigning his bedroom with more holes. Lots of fist-shaped holes in the drywall. Welcome to The Worst Asian Podcast, where a couple Asian American millennials give you our shitty opinions on all things Asian. My name is Lingjie. I'm back here for season 2, or year 2, I don't know what the fuck this is, with my co-host, Ben.
where am I? Oh, hey, how you doing, Lingjie?
Long time no see.
Oh my God, season 2.
It's been so long since I saw you.
Yeah, Trump's president again. Joe Biden's retired.
What the fuck kind of alternative future is this? Get me out of here.
Welcome back. What's up, bro?
I'm sure it's to no one's surprise when I say, even though the podcast has been on break for a couple weeks, that I have not been taking any breaks from seeing you.
Yeah, dude, this is such a bullshit ass break, bro. Like, oh, we took a break, but we're gonna record.
Yeah, I need to get like a bunch of backup episodes so I don't have to do this shit literally week to week and be on a deadline.
You hear that? Lingjie's dedication.
Anyways, during this fictitious break, how have you been?
Fucking short-lived. It's not a break. I saw you not that long ago.
What are you even bitching about? I do all the work here.
That's true. I don't know. I thought you wanted me to be angry at you right now. But season 2.
What's been happening recently? Oh, we went to the Welcome to Chinatown Gala.
That was the shit.
Shout out to Victoria and the entire fucking team for putting together an amazing event.
Bro, that was wild. I did not belong there.
We did not belong. Well, technically, you're Korean, so you didn't belong there. Just kidding.
Shout out to Young Me Meyer, and Brian Park for hosting, right? The auction thing.
They had a live auction. Yep,
but they not also fellow Chinese people.
Oh, no, yes. They're 2 Korean people.
Yeah, and they killed it.
They did kill it. They helped raise a lot of money, so props to them, of course.
I could not believe how much fucking money people had near me, like in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Can we diverge some numbers, or you think that's a little?
I don't think it matters.
$20,000. Someone bet $20,000 like that.
Someone donated.
Oh, my bad. Someone donated $20,000.
All to a good cause, of course. You know, it's funny. We were joking that Korea, K-Town, could not do anything like this.
Yo, I was pretty drunk, and in my feelings, I go to Lingjie. I'm like, yo, Chinatown totally destroys K-Town. We could never, ever do this level.
Organizing.
Yeah, man. I was like, holy shit. I want to be Chinese. I was like, fuck, yo, I want to be on Team China now.
Why do you think that is, though? Is like K-Town just very young people-ish? Is that part of the problem?
Number 1, it's 2 blocks long. So that's a start. Now, number 2, there's no actual, it's literally just restaurants and bars. That's all it is.
But that's still small business. You could technically still organize for restaurants and bars.
Chinatown actually has shit for like the elderly. You guys have parks. You guys have like programs that like try to help the less fortunate.
You guys have soju. You have Korean barbecue.
Yes.
I've run out of things to say.
We have
drunk people at 3 a.m. in the morning barfing on the street.
Yes, and you can slip, so be careful. Wear non-slip shoes when you're walking through the streets of K-Town. And it just smells like shit. So yeah.
Shout out to Welcome to Chinatown. Victoria and her team really did a fucking amazing job. I was saying to her and to a bunch of people that night, we've gone to like events where it's corporate sponsored. It's been put together by like highly paid people, and they were not as detailed as this thing was that was made by all volunteers. A small team of strictly volunteers.
It was amazing. I couldn't believe it, man. Thank you again, yo. I can't wait to go back.
You're yourself inviting yourself to the next gala next year.
Yep. I already have the wristband still.
You're just going to recycle it. Don't take off that wristband for a year.
Nope.
We're going to test to see how long this paper wristband will last.
Yep. Challenge accepted.
It's like one of those McDonald's things where they take fries from McDonald's and they enclose in like a glass case for a year and it still looks the same after a year.
Yeah, supersize me. That was a great little experiment. Yes.
I guess don't eat McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Or do. I don't know. It's fucking delicious. What am I saying?
I was going to say, Fucking delicious, man.
All right, we're back for season 2.
Yep.
And more of our bullshit.
Yes, we're just gonna fucking bullshit the shit out of you. You guys must be so fucking bored.
I hope you didn't miss us those 2 weeks or those couple weeks we were gone.
Oh, yeah. Wink, wink. Sure.
No. In real time, real life, we have actually been gone for a couple weeks. There have been no new episodes for a week.
Oh, shit. You're right. I forgot. We're going to re-release some of our favorite episodes. I hope everyone's been listening.
Past tense, because by the time they listen to these words, it's already been done.
Man, this is
You're
like
just very confused right now.
The timeline here, bro. This is like some Inception shit.
If this is somehow your first episode, welcome.
Yes.
Buckle up.
Yeah. I feel like you're talking to me, so I'm like, yeah, I will. Thank you. I'll try.
Please don't cancel us.
Yes, we managed a year of not getting canceled or sued.
Let's not get fucked up on episode 1 of season 2.
Also, if you guys are gonna sue us, you're gonna be so sad because we have jack shit. Like, yeah,
these are facts.
Yeah, so you know what? Sue all you want, bro.
Don't.
Oh, just kidding. Don't.
I have to logistically tackle all the lawsuits if it happens.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Just sue Ben. I'll give you his address and his legal name.
Yo, leave me alone, please.
All right, Ben. What are we... Ben? It's been 2 weeks and I forgot your name.
That's okay.
What are we talking about? What are we wrapping our bullshit around this week?
I thought we start off strong with this season. So, I thought we'd talk about generational gap. How well do Americanized Asians know their parents?
Good. That was my idea. Thanks for reading my idea. Here we go.
God motherfucking damn it, yo. This guy.
All right, Ben. This is not the dictionary podcast. What are people talking about when they say there's a generational gap? What are we talking about?
Well, specifically, how well do Americanized Asians know their parents?
I think this is a topic that comes close to heart for both you and I.
Yes.
We are technically first-generation Asian Americans.
Yes, we are.
Which would make you think that we should be closer with our parents, given that there's that unique adaptation period by coming.
Hell no.
Okay, my point is out the window.
Yeah.
Great start.
No, I mean, you could say your shit. Mine, hell no. This has been it's been torture for me.
How close are you to your parents?
Too fucking close.
Love your dad, by the way.
Yes, I love him too, but he's fucking annoying.
Please bring on more of the Ben's dad stories for season 2, because it started off strong last year, but it kind of declined. People love your dad.
Yes, I got plenty of stories. So my dad's, one of his favorite things that he likes to just randomly do, he'll walk by, he's like, God damn it, you little bitch. Why aren't you... You needed to go to the military. That's like the first thing. That's the fucking dividing
gap. Your dad
gap.
has opinions about you that are very similar to mine.
Yeah.
If your dad and I ever just sat around, the two of us, like chatting about something over some beers or whatnot, aside from the obvious language barrier, let's just put a Google Translate app between the two of us.
Oh, yeah, dude.
All we would be talking about is how shitty of a son you are.
Oh, man. I'm definitely punching both of you guys in the face for sure. Over some drinks, though? Yeah.
Are you going to drink before or after the punching? What's the sequence of punching?
That's a good question. I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. You know?
You say all this, but I feel like you're pretty close to your dad, right?
Yeah. He's a good guy. I love him. Shitty dad, but cool ass dude.
How did you guys get to be so close? Aside from a very small apartment, which physically puts you closer to each other.
Which was terrible for a while, actually. What sparked it? I was just tired of his shit. So in Korean culture, my father is always like, if I'm the father, you just listen to what I have to say. He can literally tell me like, yo, the earth is flat. The moon is made out of cheese. And I just have to be like a dumbass, like, oh, really?
You just have to nod your head along.
Wow, Dad, you're so smart. I just got sick of it. There's this thing in Korean culture where if you're older than someone, that just automatically entitles you to be smarter or a better person.
It's by default.
By fucking default.
Thank God you're technically a few months younger than me.
Yeah, fine, sure, whatever. But isn't that like the dumbest fucking shit you ever heard?
Well, that's true in a lot of societies, not just within Asian cultures, but just like as the world as a whole, right? By default, most societies started out as a patriarchy with males, for better or worse, being in charge of everything and, thinking they're the shit.
Right.
And as two males here, most of the time, that's actually not true.
What do you mean?
We don't know what we're talking about. Compared to women, I think guys are full of shit.
I mean, women have to deal with so much of our shit. We are so dumb. Shout out to the women that deal with our dumbassness. Like, God bless you. Yeah, my dad is just like, he thinks he's the smartest motherfucker.
Do you think like that has created some kind of gap between the two of you guys because you don't want to suck up to his bullshit?
It's not only that. My dad growing up, I'm diagnosing it, but my dad actually has like PTSD, bro. I didn't realize that.
Wait, from what?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think just like the shit that he's been through as a kid growing up and all the sacrifices he made being a father, coming to this country and shit, I can tell he has a lot of resentment built up in him.
You mean like, not to make a judgment about where he is in life right now, but just resentment in terms of I could have done better with my life?
Nah, not even that. It's more so, damn, if you want me to get to like the real specific, like me and my dad, like we talk. So I always like tell him, I was like, Dad, why are you so fucking crazy? Like you always blow up. If I drop something on the floor, right? He makes it sound like I just murdered a baby.
That's that.
It's not an exaggeration.
What's the thing that you said? That Korean people, there's that gene, you guys, the hyung,
The
Han gene,
the anger
gene.
Yeah, dude, it's real, dog. And I started realizing, I was like, my dad's in a lot of pain. I don't know what happened, but
you're trying to be more
yeah, like just trying to understand,
forgiving
like,
about all that.
Yeah, I'm like, I realized all I had to do was just like, first of all, not be confrontational.
It seems like you are making a conscious effort to try to bridge that gap, right? Because I'm only speaking for myself.
Right.
Kids can be very stubborn sometimes.
Right.
The older you get, sometimes you want to push away from your parents, and that just by default creates that gap that we have with our parents.
Right.
And this is true just of any parent-children relationship in general, not just talking about Asian generational gaps, but just as a whole. Like when you get older, you want to push your parents away.
Yeah.
So it's good that you're trying to mend that gap.
Yeah, and it took years for us to like really get to the root of it.
Did it ever get to a point when you guys were like really didn't understand each other that much?
Oh yeah, dude. Me and my dad, we used to fight, bro. Like we used to break shit.
Physically fight.
Dude, it was like World War III. Destruction everywhere.
How could you afford fighting to breaking all the furniture?
Yo, dude, I don't know, man. But yo,
fighting is costly, both for your medical bills and for the tangible objects around which you are fighting among.
Bro, I'm sure like some Korean men can relate to this with their dads and shit. I never struck my father. That's the thing. I would never hit him. But as a way of intimidating him, I would break shit in front of him.
Oh.
So one time I remember in my room, I punched my door in half, like literally just punched it over and over to the point it was just like in half. And yes, this was when I was younger. This was
small side story.
Yes.
I don't know if we talked about this in the past. Ben's bedroom before and maybe even now has a lot of posters.
Oh my God, dude, I fixed all that.
Ben has posters on his wall, not because he likes certain rock bands.
It's because I do a lot of home design, as you can say, you know? But
Ben is constantly redesigning his bedroom with more holes. Lots of fist-shaped holes in the drywall.
Let's just say it's good shelving compartments, but I used to be a really angry person.
And then Ben turned into a home decorator.
Yes.
So if you guys don't want to actually patch up those holes in drywall, get a nice poster and hang it right over.
Yeah. If you need anyone like a contractor, I'm your guy. But back then, he's the only dude that can actually get me to that level of anger.
Huh. Has this just turned into the Ben is angry episode?
I'm going off a tangent, man. My bad, dude. My bad. It took a lot of, reflecting and like to the point where even my dad was like, yo, my bad. I fucked up. You're a really good son. And I feel so guilty and shitty about myself that I did take it out on you. He apologized.
Huh.
And when he did that,
I've never seen a Korean man apologize.
Dude.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's true. It's true. Like, even now, there's times where he still acts the way he does. Mm-hmm. So I have to be there and be like, Dad, chill. He's like the fucking Hulk. And I'm like the Black Widow. What motherfucker say?
Which one are you talking about?
Hey, buddy, the sun's getting low.
Oh, that's Black Widow, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The sun's getting low. Yeah. That's what I got to do.
You're hot, by the way.
Yeah, I wish, man. But yeah, like that's what I got to do to my dad.
Huh. My dad doesn't have those issues.
Yo, your dad, for the most part, I don't know, looking inside, I want to say he did a pretty good job with you.
You talk about your dad having anger issues. My dad has also latent anger issues as well.
Really?
Yeah, but it's like very deeply embedded. He's just not a very talkative person.
I noticed
that.
So
from my point of view, like that gap that we're talking about got worse during, let's say, my adolescent teenage years, and like
you were a bad boy back then.
No, it's just that I have a son, but oh my God, it would break my wife's heart if my son started like pushing us away at a certain point in his life.
Dude, that's like a parent's worst nightmare.
I think it's worse because at least during that point in my life, I'm the example of what happens with a lot of first generation parent-children relationships here, where you as the kid are assimilating to this country. Yeah. And you're doing your best to, I guess, just become a regular person. Not that you're not a regular person before all this,
you're doing it alone.
So it's like me trying to adapt to being an Asian American here. And then my parents simultaneously more focused on just working and everything else.
Okay.
And that by itself because you don't have the opportunity to spend as much time together. It just creates that gap.
So you're on board with me. Different reasons, obviously.
Is that gap apparent in like second, third, fourth generation families?
No, definitely not, bro. I don't think so.
Do we know any people that are that?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Our fucking CTO, my man. He's the perfect example,
He's
bro.
like third, fourth generation, depending on how you want to measure it.
I think he's at least third.
Not to speak for him, but like people in his situation also feel like they're not as close. Like, what is normal?
Like a normal relationship with parents?
Like a normal parental relationship that does not have this gap.
I think now that we're older in our 30s, I personally feel like there's a huge change, like growth between me and my parents' relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We can joke with each other. I can have a beer with him. And I think some people, like when you're in the family, you don't think about it.
Think about what?
Trying to, like connect.
Knowing them as a person, as a human being.
Our parent was just like us. They were kids. They went to school. They had their first crush. They got into fights. They maybe robbed or stole some, you know what I mean? Like they done things like that.
I 100% agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm trying to differentiate is if you have two people that are full-blown citizens of the same culture. So like I have a son. When I'm older and when my son are older, we are both very Asian American. I'm not going to be at that point in my life struggling to assimilate to this country. And my kid, obviously being born in this country, is going to be a regular person, right?
Okay.
Like we don't have that conflict in the household. As opposed to like my parents,
You're right.
we're both struggling to assimilate.
Did your parents ever shit on you for like, yo, I wish you could speak Chinese better?
Oh, hell yeah. Of course, dude. We've talked about this a lot.
Right.
And you're right, like language widens that gap even further.
Yeah.
Which is why like a second and a third generation or later people will not have a language gap. Me and my son will both be fluent in English.
I mean, and also you guys...
Do you and your parents have a common fluent language? No, right? Not really.
My Korean sucks so much dick, but the thing is that I can still understand it.
But you can't like fully express yourself.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. So sometimes when like it gets really heavy and I gotta like tell my dad. So sometimes like my dad will lose his shit on my mom. My dad will go on for hours complaining to the point I'm like, holy shit, I have to go. Like, Dad, shut the fuck up. He tells me, mind your business. I'm like, first of all,
it's funny because he's telling this to you and he's telling you to mind your business. He wants you to listen.
He's just ranting.
Oh, he's ranting into the world, not at anyone in particular.
Yeah, and I get upset because, like, first of all, my mom is just hearing this. You know what I mean? And it's, imagine like you're just bitching about someone for 3 hours straight out loud and the person's there.
Your dad should join us on our favorite segment, Ranting and Raving.
He should. He will rant the shit out of
we need to get a Google Translate app next to him so it can translate live time.
Yo, he will, bro. He will. And Dad, your anger doesn't supersede other people's anger.
What's the basis of his anger? This is like a therapy session for a third person that's not actually here.
Yo, if you imagine my dad's like, yo, are you talking shit about me right now?
It's like a cultural thing from being in this country for an extended period of time.
I think so, dude. I think like my dad dealt with a lot of things that I think it was hard for him because he didn't have someone to talk to.
Oh my God, dude. Not to cut you off, but I think that's very true for my dad too.
Yeah, because like, yo, think about it. You know what my dad told me once? He was like, son, when you get to my fucking age, you know how fucking lucky you'll be to have 2 of your fucking best friends still? I lost all my best friends from high school and college and my 20s, my 30s. Your mom is technically my best friend.
I'm not laughing. I'm just saying that's fucking kind of sad.
But exactly.
But that's true though.
But for most of the time, guess what? That's what happens, right?
Yo, I've thought about this like at times throughout my life. Why is my dad not willing to open up as much? I'm sure he doesn't have experiences that mirror your dad's exactly, but it's the same shit too. It's like he's now in this country where he's away from anyone that he knew that was like a close friend.
That's what I'm saying.
And like
dude.
they become very cynical and become like
dead inside,
reluctant to open up to others.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You know, when you're married, you have a wife. Your wife isn't, your dude.
Oh, by the way, sweetie, you are totally my dude.
Oh,
you're totally my dudette.
All right, my bad. There's an exception
100% BFF dudette.
You are his best fucking bro.
Good job, Ben.
Thank you.
You can still come into this house.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. But you get what I'm saying, though, right? Like some guys, not you and your wife, definitely not.
Definitely not us.
I see you guys fist bumping and chest bumping and shit. I see it all the time. But most people, it's like, oh man, I love my wife, but she's not like I can't play fucking World of Warcraft or fucking watch the game.
I pity all these fools.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I don't live that life.
You can shotgun a beer with your wife and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Walking on eggshells.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? That's all I'm saying.
So your dad didn't have those friends any longer to open up with. You know what's strange?
Yeah.
That makes them not want to open up to you as their kids. But if you think about it, if they don't have anyone else to open up to, shouldn't they be able to then pivot and open up towards either their spouse or their kids? It doesn't happen that way though.
Because there's a couple of variables. Number one, our dads could just be like, yo, this guy's a dipshit. He's not gonna do shit.
Not all dads, but I guess when they look at you, Ben.
My dad always says, you don't know fucking shit.
If your dad, my dad, had someone else to vent to, let's say they had an established friendship base here in America to vent to,
right?
Would it then make the relationship between the two of us easier because they don't have all this built up venting that they need to let out? They can just be like a regular person?
When I was younger, my dad had a lot more guy friends, and they used to come over, drink, and then they just kept having a falling out.
Oh, shit.
Then think about that, in your 40s, then your 50s. That's
at that point in your life, you're old. It's just harder to make friends.
And you know what's the sad part about, God bless my mom, the biggest angel, but she's not the brightest person you're ever going to meet. And I
refuse to say anything negative about your mom. I love her.
It's okay. I love my mom too, but even I can acknowledge her weaknesses, and I'm pretty sure she passed that on to me.
This is where you inherit that part.
Yes.
You get the anger from your dad, and you get the...
And this is where my father gets mad because he feels like he's in a house full of dumbasses. he has no problem acknowledging that. So, and then I say, well, then you're the king of dumbasses because, you made me with her. So what does that make you? But just them watching television and shit, right? He loves to learn and get in stuff. And then I see him trying to explain to my mom. But my mom is so dense. She has no fucking idea. And she's like, oh, yeah. And my dad's like, God damn, you don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now.
I don't know if all this has been tangenting or semi-parallel tangenting.
This is the thing. You're talking about the generational gap, right? If you were born and raised in China with your family, right? And I was born in Korea.
Okay.
That wouldn't be such a problem.
Of course, because we would have similar cultures that we grew up with that we could
My Korean would be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be more Korean.
You would go to a community college in Seoul and then not finish after the first year?
Yeah, sure. Whatever the fuck you want to say. Yeah, that. And same thing with you. If you're back in the mainland.
Yeah, because you would have more things just to chat about. If you had the same cultural foundation and you like the same things or similar things, you would have things to talk about.
Yeah.
Hopefully when my son gets older and you want to chat up with me, we should have more common things. Hopefully we'll like the same sports, root for the same team. Even if we root for opposite teams, that'll be something to
It's
talk
going to
about.
be easier for you and your son as it is for you and your father. That's just going to be the case.
I try hard to have my son be as close to my father as they can. And I feel like sometimes trying to make that happen, I push a little bit too hard.
Oh, but how?
I always try to have my dad talk
you
more.
Throw your son right to him and shit.
I mean, not physically, but it's the same thing.
Think fast.
Yeah, we just play catch with my son,
It's
physically with my
hot
son.
potato, hot son. What do you do?
I try to have my dad talk with my son, and I try to tell my son to always talk with my dad more than he does, because my dad is already quiet, right? So a fucking 4-year-old is not going to strike up a conversation with someone that is not actively talking with them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I think a part of me is afraid that my son will be at an even further gap from my parents than what I am.
I mean, you're talking about grandparents, right?
Grandparents to grandkids.
That can happen. I think more importantly, just make sure you and your kid will be, you're doing a good job and shit. Yeah, I think you're just being too hard on yourself, man. And also, this is another thing. Can I ask you this? Between you and your father, right? You named with your son. I got all these things I hope I can do this, the language. Hopefully we like the same sports, I hope he loves just making as much money as I do.
Love that money.
So
that's one common thread between all the people in my house.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Dad, I want to get a matching helicopter like you. Yeah. So with your dad, there has to be the one thing that you could be you guys can do or talk about. Have you ever tried to explore that? Like a hobby.
This is a shitty version of what's the therapy thing that everyone always gets sponsored by? BetterHelp or some shit like that?
Thank you to our sponsor for BetterHelp. Please.
Not sponsored, not giving us a single cent, so don't go there.
Damn.
If you want good therapy advice, go here instead.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is, I don't know. It's tough.
But you never thought about
Me
it.
and my dad used to bond through alcohol. Right now in 2020, why are you laughing, man?
All right, fine. All right, fine.
We're all linked together by alcoholism. We used to just, kick it up with a couple beers, a couple drinks, and that would ease him to being able to open up more.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, does he like loosen up and shit?
Yeah, that's like the same thing with any person, like especially with him. Not that he like opens the floodgates.
Right.
There's like a little trickle that happens when he has a couple of drinks.
Of course.
Going back to your question, as like having a common interest, not so much. My dad has a childhood that he like shields, so I'm respectful of that.
Okay.
As much as I would like to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the ways that you can shorten, what's the opposite of widen?
Abbreviate? I don't know.
Skinny in?
Holy shit.
Skinny in? Thinned.
Thin out? Lean out?
One of the ways that you can lean out this this gap is by having these deeper conversations with them.
Well,
and
yeah.
I don't feel like I'm in a place where I can have that.
Can I ask you this then? Like, what's it, you and your mom then? Like, you ever go to her? Like,
yeah, me and my mom talk more.
Yeah, so why don't you ask us, like, hey, mom, what was dad like back then? You know,
I do.
Like,
And
hey,
then,
how did he hit on you?
Because my mom is an emotional wreck.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. She
gets triggered very easily, and I don't want to trigger her. Like, Ben, every time if I asked you how was the coffee and you started crying, what the fuck? Do you think I would keep asking you how's your coffee?
Yeah, you probably would actually.
Okay, maybe to you I would.
Yeah, you would actually.
But like that's my point. I don't want to trigger her by having these things because she is very emotional.
Wait. You're saying that if you ask her, hey mom, how was dad like when he was wooing you? That's gonna make her an emotional wreck?
It'll very quickly devolve into her becoming an emotional wreck.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's just her mentality and stuff.
I don't know, dude. Just fucking like randomly make
This is not a therapy session for me, by the way.
I know it's not. Yo, go grab like a photo. I was, oh, look what I fucking found. Oh, look at that.
I tried doing that before. When I was getting married and when I was getting ready to move out of the house, I took every fucking tangible photo I could in my parents' house that I could find, like in the closet, in the drawers, everything I could find. Yeah. And I digitized it.
Okay.
And I organized it and I put those actual physical photos into like a book and in chronological order.
Whoa.
And I thought like this would be, number one, a good way of me making sure I have digital copies of every picture that they had.
You're such a good son. I'm so fucking lazy. Shit.
That took a lot of work, by the way.
Oh, yeah, dude, motherfucker. You just made a new photo album.
And I thought the physical book would be like a good, like sometimes you're just on the couch and you're not doing anything, just pop out the book and start talking about things.
Yeah.
Emotional wreck.
Like what she's, oh my God, you grew up so fast. Oh my God, you're leaving me, you asshole. You're my only son.
We need to find other ways of me getting closer to my parents.
Yeah, man. Yo,
I don't know. You have any good techniques besides just screaming back at your dad?
I try to take an interest in his hobbies. So
What's his hobbies?
He likes to collect like silver coins and gold and all that shit.
That's true. Yeah.
It's fucking annoying.
Why is it annoying?
Because he'll literally just come in like, my dick could be hanging out.
What?
And he won't even give a fuck. He won't
why is your dick always just hanging out?
I don't know.
That's the big question.
The reason why I'm just saying that, it's just to show you my dad does not give a fuck what I'm doing.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like my dick could be literally just hanging out. It'd be like, hey, hold on.
Listeners are picturing coins and your dick hanging out now.
My scrotum. And he'd be like, I need you to look up these coins right now. So I'll do that for him. And then it leads to, okay, now I need you to do this now. And then it's just never ending. But I know it makes him happy.
Dude, whenever my dad and my parents ask for help, and my wife knows this about me, I have like an instinct to get very annoyed. Not because I don't want to help them, just because like I hate helping people.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Jesus Christ. No, you're not. Fuck out of here.
There's a truth in everything, even though the lies. I'm trying to say, like, it's not that I don't want to help them. It's just I'm a bad human being. So
you're a piece of shit. That's okay. For the record, you're on
so
you're Amber Heard. Got it.
I'm actively trying to not do that because if I'm an asshole when they're asking for help, that's going to deter them from asking for help in the future.
I wish I had that.
You wish you had what?
I get so mad at them. And they don't give a fuck.
Okay.
They'll be like, my dad would be like, whoa, what are you doing right now? Huh? Your dick is out. Huh? Like, well, what's so important right now? You can't do this 5 minutes.
Can you be doing something else besides having your dick hanging out?
I'm trying to paint the picture.
Do you do nothing else in your house besides having your dick hang out?
I go on my Win app. I look up the Win app skins. I reminisce about like how badly I want to be Chinese.
You do nothing to help this podcast?
No, I definitely not.
You do something to actively make this podcast worse. Thank you.
Yes, that's we gotta keep it by the brand. Season 2, baby. But yes, just no fucks given.
Okay. So you don't have this problem.
The moment like he gets a little taste of it, he always wants more. You come like, hey.
Little taste of help.
Yes. Holy shit, my man. Yeah, bro. Now I gotta do research, and he always says this. He's like, yo, man, just give me a heads up. My brain, I got a solid 10 more years. And then after that, I'm fucked. So you better enjoy this brain, bro.
At least you're way ahead of him on that front.
Yeah. So he's like, yo, you're gonna regret not being able to talk to me, man. So you better enjoy this shit.
Man, that's a fucking plus. The times when I'm at like a jackass, I wish my parents had much thicker skin. Because I fucking feel so bad when I...
You're very intimidating. You know that.
No, I'm a jackass. Is that the same thing?
That's literally the same thing.
That's not the same thing.
Oh, you are fine. You're intimidating jackass.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. It's like, hey, man, so I think I did this right. Oh, God, Ben. Jesus Christ, bro. Like, stop breathing. just stop wasting oxygen. For the love of God. Just walk into the ocean with like a cement block. That's your solution. Maybe that's what it is, motherfucker. Maybe you're a dick to your parents, bro.
Yo, I am.
Scared.
I'm trying to say this by default. I can be, and I'm trying not to because that makes it worse.
Yeah.
What the fuck were we talking about on this topic besides like my therapy session?
Generational of how fucked up we are as fucking.
Where
kids.
are your notes? We talked about trying to bridge the gaps, right? Is there any other ways we can bridge the gaps besides talking with our parents?
I mean, technically, if you're Asian, money always fucking helps. That's definitely a key.
How does money help solve?
You don't think so? Gift your parents all the time. They're like, oh, hold on, thanks a lot. This is. No?
If you had more money, would you be closer with your parents? I'm just saying this to the world. I'm just thinking out loud.
Nah, not with my parents.
Actually, besides COVID now, and people's affinity to not going out sometimes because of that, you could technically take your parents out to like more vacations, dinners, activities, right? That is like a bonding thing. So,
yeah,
Ben, money does solve everything. Thank you. I think we've landed on the ultimate answer to this problem.
I need a Rob Lingjie. That's what I'm
even
saying.
With
and I'm not even gonna take credit. I'll be like, Dad, guess what? Lingjie wants us to be a better family, so he gave me a shitload of fucking money.
This family time was sponsored by me.
This family time, this motherfucker.
I try to like think about taking my parents on more trips, but they're resistant to that as well.
It's okay. Yo, just do something smaller then.
We need to get someone to oppose our points or our points of view on this matter. We need to get someone that is like a 6th, 7th generation Asian person. Do they have such a hard time with their parents? And if so, what exactly is the reason that they have that gap as well?
Damn, I'm like thinking about 6th or 7th generation.
Yeah, people on the West Coast, they're like that. Because Chinese people on the West Coast, Japanese people on the West Coast migrated to California much faster than we did, much earlier than we did.
And they had to go through that internment bullshit.
Yeah, so that's right. Like over there, they are on these generations. Here on the East Coast, for the most part, not so much. We're like, most of the people we know at best are 3rd generation.
Tops 3rd.
Yeah, something like that.
Can I ask you this? Was there ever like a moment you're like, wow, your dad was proud of you? Or like, I love you? Or he's just like stone cold dad, like, won't say shit. A handshake?
Oh my God. Have I ever given my dad a handshake?
Get the fuck. Jesus Christ.
Yo, when I leave my dad's house or like acknowledge him when we're together.
Well, you give him a fist bump? What the fuck?
I like rub his head.
Oh, actually, that's kind of, all right, that's kind of cool. I'll give you that. That's actually kind of.
I don't know.
But that's kind of like you sunning him, bro. What the fuck?
Yo, I was just going to say, I rub his head like how I rub my son's head.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the parental figure.
You really are, dude.
It's kind of weird. Love my dad, by the way. Love my mom.
I know,
Wish you could be closer.
Yeah.
So I guess we have not solved anything for our listeners today. If you tuned in to this episode thinking you were going to somehow become closer with your parents, we are very...
We are so sorry. If anything, I think we just dug up our fucking closets.
This is just like a bullshit episode for us to vent.
Well, my dad loves you, bro. He's like, Lingjie, he's a man.
I haven't seen your dad in so long, dude.
Yeah, but he always talks about you. He's like, oh, Lingjie's a good guy. He's Chinese. But besides that, China. But Lingjie, he's good. He's a good guy. I like him.
My dad has no nice words to say about you.
Oh, man. I think your dad doesn't even know who the fuck I am.
No, my dad knows you as the tall Korean guy.
That's it?
That's it.
Yo, man.
No. If I say Ben, he'll know you, but I'll be like... No. I'll be like, who's Ben? He's like, the tall Korean guy that you've been friends with forever. I'm like, okay. But my mom every once in a while, like when you come up, she's like, is he married? I'm like, he's never fucking getting married.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think you told me this actually a couple of times.
Yeah, she'll care more, or at least she'll show more interest in asking.
And she's gonna freak out. It's like she's gonna shake me. It's like, you need to get married. I'm like,
I don't think she goes shit about you.
I'm trying.
Oh, I guess I should ask you the same fucking question.
Oh,
Do you have a prideful moment with your parents? It can be vice versa. You proud of them, them proud of you, yada yada.
not a prideful moment, but it was like a moment where I realized like how spoiled I am, even though like I'm not in the best situation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, remember when I bought Johnny Walker Blue and I got you one too? So I got it for my dad, right? And I was like, yo, dad, look what I got us and shit. You know what he fucking told me? He's like, son, I never ever drank Johnny Walker Blue. And I felt so spoiled and so like entitled that like I actually got like really
because you're at the clubs like just pouring that on other women.
Yeah, like a fucking jackass. Like it's holy water.
Don't do that, okay?
Yeah, bro. I was like, oh my God. That was the perspective. I was like, my God, I need to be a better son.
I'm glad to end this part of the episode on Ben is a douchebag.
I am a douchebag.
High
Dad,
five.
I love you. My bad. You deserve more.
On to our favorite segment of the whole podcast. And this will be a continuing theme for the rest of the existence of this podcast.
It will never die.
The only point to us even recording this podcast is to get up to this point of the episode.
I feel like you look forward to the ranting and raving more than this fucking shit.
On to our favorite segment of the whole podcast, ranting and raving. I was thinking about starting off this year by doing a rave, because apparently sometimes we forget that we can also compliment things, but then I thought, fuck it.
Just
Why compliment things when I can bitch and vent?
love it.
I have teeth.
Wow. I can't wait to see where you go with this. Holy shit. My Lord.
I have teeth and I have utensils in this house. And
Oh my God.
I hate metal forks. This is where I'm going with this.
What?
I was eating fruit recently.
Uh-huh.
As you would do, you take a fork and you poke it into fruit with the fork.
Okay.
Just for anyone that doesn't know how utensils work.
I'm learning so much right now.
You ever get like so excited eating something that you eat too fast?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking at you physically, Ben. Yes, I can tell that occurs with you often.
Go fuck yourself. Are you talking about like you eat too fast?
I was eating too fast, so then like I bit the tip of the metal fork to the point where I know I chipped my teeth.
No.
Not like a giant jagged piece came out, but like a very surface level, like little
a jagged surface piece.
like a tiny surface piece.
Can I see it?
No, you can't actually see it. But I can feel it because like your teeth on the tips are pretty much smooth because it's been slowly worn down.
So you feel
So I can feel like a slight jagged edge / corner / tip.
Damn, you bit that shit hard.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
Do they make wooden forks? Is that like an eco-friendly thing?
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah, bro.
All right, I guess. Actually, no. That would fucking still maybe not as bad as metal.
No shit. Holy fuck, man. That's bad, dude.
Yo, I swear, the older you get, do your teeth get more brittle? Is this a thing, or am I just making this shit up?
No, dude, it's true, of course.
Does it?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, please. I was gonna call you a dermatologist, but that's not what that is. Please.
Paleontologist. Let's get the terminology right, sir.
Expert on teeth, paleontologist, Ben on.
Yes, I am Teethus.
Teethus.
So, if people didn't know, brushing your teeth is actually a good thing.
It is a good thing.
And yo, life hack: use toothpaste. It makes a huge difference. A humongous difference.
This sounds like it comes from first-hand experience.
It does. I discovered toothpaste when I was 8 years old. So now you know. The more you know.
Is that a poverty thing or is that like a...
It's just a dumbass thing. I thought that was shampoo that whole time. I was like, yo, what the hell is this?
What do you got to bitch about this week, Ben? Brand new season, brand new bitching. What do you got?
So I have a friend that I work out with. Like she'll come visit whenever.
Whoa.
What?
You work out?
Barely, sir. When I mean work out, I mean I lift a 5-pound dumbbell. I look at myself in the mirror, and then I go grab a burrito at Chipotle. But what I was trying to say is that
that's a semi-healthy option.
Yeah, sure, whatever makes it. Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. So I was benching, right, and then she's just watching, and she's like, "Hey, I have a question." I was like, "Yeah." Let's just say like that bar, you can't lift it anymore, and you're literally choking to death. Right? Am I a murderer?
Is she a murderer?
Yeah, like an accomplice. Like an accomplice.
Oh. Technically, that'd be closer to manslaughter, if anything.
I literally said the same shit. She's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, if there's a camera and like you're just watching me fucking choke to death, I kind of want to say you deserve a little fucking judicial system."
My main question here is, why was she thinking about you dying?
I don't know. And she started laughing.
Did you piss her off that day?
No, she wasn't in a good mood.
Huh.
She was just thinking about it.
She's a happy murderer.
She was like, "Wouldn't that be so funny if like that
if you
fell
died
on you and you just died?" I'm like, "You wouldn't fucking help me." It's like, yeah. I was like, that's like accomplice to murder. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought about that.
We are not criminal lawyers, so we don't know if this is technically true.
Actually, yeah. Do we have lawyer friends, right?
Oh fuck! Do we actually have lawyer friends?
Yo, lawyer friends out there.
Lawyer friends out there. Lawyer listeners out there.
Loyal lawyer listeners.
Lawyer listeners. Oh fuck! That's a tongue twister.
So if there's a situation where if I'm working out, right, and then let's just say the weight is too much, I'm obviously fucking dying, and there's someone there,
and she physically can help. We have to put this together.
Yeah, she is
able to help,
or at least try to attempt to help.
Right.
But if the motherfucker pulls out a phone and starts recording,
yes,
do they deserve to go to jail?
Okay, that's a question for the internet now. Maybe I'll make this into a snippet and we'll ask the internet. If Ben dies, it's no longer my fault. It's this person's fault. Please say her name.
No. I actually didn't want to say her name.
Okay, don't.
It rhymes with Jessica.
Wow.
Oh, man. Season 2, baby.
All right, guys. You stayed long enough. I hope you enjoyed us coming back to existence. It has been a couple weeks for you, but it has been absolutely zero time for me. Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
For all you know, this episode that you're listening to right now was recorded in February of 1995.
Yes. After this episode, I'm going to go to my dad and be like,
we need to buy some Apple stock.
What the fuck? Apple stock?
It's 1995.
Damn, I fucking wish, man.
All right, guys. We appreciate you coming back to us this season. If you're a new listener, hello. How are you?
Thank you for joining us. How'd you like it?
You can stay in touch with us on all the social medias, that Worst Asian Pod on every single social media.
Yes.
This is the part of the episode where we normally give a shout out to listeners and to small AAPI human being businesses.
You and that human being shit.
But I have completely lost track of my notes. I wrote it somewhere in a note, but we have a fucking billion notes and I don't have the notes right now.
What a dick.
I am sorry at this point if I have not shouted you out that you will be coming on a future episode.
Lingjie is being legit sorry.
But my point is, if you are a small API human being with a small API business,
it sounds like you're saying you have a small API penis. I'm so sorry. I don't know why.
You can have a small penis. That's cool too. I make no judgments. You can have no penis. It doesn't matter. Okay. Anyways, this is the part where I normally shout out a small Asian-owned business. So if you are a small Asian-owned business and you want to get a shout out on the podcast, reach out to me on Instagram. We'll touch base. We'll get you a shout out. Absolutely free. Just trying to do our part to help amplify you small businesses and yada yada.
Also for our loyal lawyer, please.
Our loyal listener.
Yes.
Loyal lawyer listener.
Please let us know what the situation is.
About their law firm?
Is that manslaughter?
Oh, is that manslaughter? Yes.
Dun dun dun.
If you guys want to support us, you can tell your friends about our podcast. I don't know how you share podcasts, depending on what app it is, but figure it out, Google it, and then share it with them. Or just tell them, listen to Worst Asian Podcast.
Yes.
You can also leave us a 5-star review. I think Spotify and Apple has that feature. Takes 2 fucking seconds. You could literally do it right now. Pick up your phone, still listen to us, and leave us a 5-star review. Apple has a thing where you can leave a feature. It has a thing where you can leave a comment.
Bingo.
So, you can comment, is Ben's situation manslaughter or not? I don't know.
5 stars manslaughter.
5-star manslaughter.
There we go.
If you guys want to support us for free, we have an Amazon referral link. It is down in the description box below. You can also find that same exact referral link by going to www.worstasianpod.com. You click on that link, and in the next 24 hours, if you buy anything from Amazon at all, we get literally 2 pennies. And it goes into Ben's dad's coin collection.
My dad will thank you, I think, eventually.
If you are full of bags of money, you can support us. Buymeacoffee.com. We have a link there too. You can donate your hard-earned money for a very bad cause.
For a very bad cause.
I don't know. Every cent that we get goes towards further. Where does the money go?
We're putting it to Bitcoin.
Okay.
We're buying the dip.
We're not buying
We're buying the dip, and then we're gonna buy foreclosure homes.
We're running in the fucking loss right now, and we're trying to grow a marketing budget. So I know a lot of people say this, but every cent that we earn actually gets reinvested back into this podcast.
No, but maybe we'll go to the casino with it. Put all on black.
Okay, I'm very sorry if that happens. Follow us on social media at Waystation Pod.
Just follow us. Lingjie's address is one. No,
you already fucked up by saying the first thing.
Ooh.
I gotta beep that part out.
Oh, come on, bro. They're not gonna know that shit.
With enough hints throughout all the episodes, they will get my full address.
We're gonna be like, every episode, I'm gonna drop one more number.
Oh my God.
I'm just fucking. Lingjie's legit terrified right now. He is so scared.
All right, guys.
His fucking human robot vacuums will fucking fight for him, so he's good.
We are back. I guess that's all I got to say. We're back.
Wow, you're like, we're back. Unfortunately. Holy shit, this is really happening.
Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. Last year we went 52 episodes, 0 breaks. I don't know what's happening this year. Are we going to go 52 episodes, no breaks as well?
Oh my God.
We need to put a very soft commitment.
I'm not saying shit, bro. I'm keeping my ass quiet here, bro.
Catch you guys next week. Adios.
Yo,
Later.
Peace. Love you guys.
See ya.